Alright guys, your boy Vexed. I'm here again after the abrupt finish to the replay on race 1. Hopefully the time has been sorted out for this second race so we can actually see how everyone finishes, but unfortunately that's just how it goes sometimes. I think the lobby maybe wasn't quite set up properly the first time round, but it does look like we've got 18 minutes of this race, so we shall get into it. Anyway, we've got Toten on pole, we've got Chris Nerve in second, we've got Ice Chan third, Naked Racer is fourth, Kev is fifth, Dan Bailey sixth, Hodgie seventh, Tony is eighth, Skull Sport ninth, Boosted in 10th, Grasshopper 11th, Molson 12th, and Palmer is 13th. So it looks like we're missing Incy for this one, so not really sure what happened there. Maybe he was having some connection issues or something, not too sure, but without further ado, we shall get into it. The klaxon has sounded a little bit prematurely, and they're off. Good start there from Toten. He's surely going to maintain that lead coming into turn 1. Ice Chan was following him quite closely. Looks like Ice Chan going for the move on Krisnerv, but not quite getting it done. So he's going to retain that third position. Looks like some smoke being kicked up in the background there. Maybe a bit of contact between some of the drivers. We'll wait until they settle into their places, and then we'll have a quick look through the grid. So Toten is currently in first place. He's being chased down by Krisnerv in second. It looks like everybody's livery is actually loading in this time as well, so that's nice. So we've got the Napa liveried 155 chasing down the Martini Racing 155 up in first place. Ice Chan's following closely behind. It kind of looks like he's driving some sort of boiled sweet. I forget which one. Some type of humbug, I'm sure. So there we go. As we've finished lap 1, this is the start of lap 2. We're going to have a run down through the grid. We've got Toten is first place. We've got Krisnerv is in second. Ice Chand is in third. Naked Racer looking for a move. Oh, he pulls out to the inside and pulls back in. Chand actually going to send it down the inside of Krisnerv. A little bit of contact there because he had to back out between him and Naked Racer, but it's all good. So Naked Racer is still currently in fourth in that Bosch liveried 155. Tony and Hodgie, they're in a close battle behind, 5th and 6th. So they're starting to chase Naked Racer down as well. Still early stages of this race, so it could be anyone's game at this moment. Some people opt in for the mediums in this race. Obviously 3 races. I don't think there is a mandatory pit stop after all, but you have to run mediums in one of the races, so some of the lads opt in for running them in this one. We got Tony is currently in 5th. Hodgie is in 6th. He's on the mediums as well. Boy Boosted, he's in 7th. I think that was where he may have finished in the last race. I think that was kind of where he was, but I'm not sure actually. Did Palmer and we'll have to have a look at the standings. I think the points tables have been done, so we should be able to bring them to you in race 3. So Boy Boosted currently being chased down by Molson. Molson's in 8th. Oh, looked like there was maybe a little bit of contact there between Tony and I'm not sure what happened. Perhaps there wasn't. Perhaps there was just 2 people off. Naked Racer's off as well. So Naked Racer and Tony dropping down the order. Molson up to 6th. Naked Racer's behind him in 7th, but a little bit of a gap now. Dan Bailey's there in 8th. Looks like he may be the teammate of Naked Racer, both opting for the Bosch library. There's Tony. Tony's in 9th now. Palmer's behind him in 10th. Grasshopper 11th. So perhaps there was a bit of a pile up at the start. Oh, Grasshopper's moved up to 10th, so Palmer's dropped down to 11th. He's now being challenged by Kev as well. Kev's managed to get through, so he's taken that 11th place off Palmer. Palmer dropped 2 places. Skull Sport bringing up the back in 13th. Toten's still currently in first place, but he's being chased down by Krisnerv, who's in second. Krisnerv with the current fastest lap for 1:12.351. It's looking like there is a bit of a battle forming here now between these two. Top two drivers in this race at the moment. Toten and Krisnerv. Actually starting to gap the rest of the pack now, quite considerably. Ice Chan still in third. As Krisnerv, it looked like he was looking for the move there around the outside. I don't think he's going to quite get it done there, but he might try and send it here. And he has. He's trying to go the long way round. He isn't going to get it done there though, and I think he went deep. I think he went deep for his troubles, and he's actually lost that place to Chan, so Chan moving up to second place. Toten's got a nice bit of breathing space now. He's just going to be getting his head down and not worrying about what's going on behind him. So Ice Chan there in second place. Krisnerv behind him, weaving, trying to get rid of that dirt on his tyres. Try and get some warmth back in there as well, I'm sure. It's a great drive here at the moment from Ice Chan and Humbug. Currently sat in second place. Krisnerv's in third. Not having to worry about Hodgie for the minute. These one makes always making for really close competitive racing. Well, unless you're Toten and then you just fly away and see everyone at the end of the race. But no, fair play Gabby. Very, very good driver is Gabby. Good ball. Ice Chan can still see him though, so... And Krisnerv still with the fastest lap at the moment. He's actually putting a purple first sector. Looking like he's gaining on Chand all the time. Ice is going to be starting to sweat. He'll be looking in their mirrors. He's going to have to start throwing some defensive shape soon. Krisnerv is right there now. He's going to be in that toe. In Chan's camel toe, so he's following quite closely now. Hoping to get the most that he can from that suck. Putting in another purple sector. He was only 0.001 up though, so be interesting to see if he manages to break his fastest lap. He's in the toe now, in the slipstream. Chan still covering off that inside. He's going to move over to the outside again though, I'm sure. Krisnerv not quite close enough to yeet it. Yeah, Chan opted in for the better line, and Krisnerv doing the same, but he's got the run coming out of turn one. It looks like Chan's indicating that he's pulling over. So is Chan actually letting him through? It looked like he might be. So perhaps Chan's thinking, you know, if I let this guy ahead, maybe I can stick with him, get onto the back of Gabby, and we can all have a go at that first place. But at the moment he is running away with it, so might be the better thing to do, to work together. We see a big train forming behind, so we'll go on board, we'll see what's happening on with the rest of the guys. Mawson is still currently in fourth. Little gap there to Hodgie in fifth. Hodgie, Grasshopper going for a move around the outside. He's actually dipped a wheel on the grass and he's lost that position to Naked Racer, so Grasshopper going for a bold move there. Not getting it done though. Hodgie, all he had to do there was defend the inside, which he did, and good bit of defending there from Hodgie. So Naked Racer's managed to get past Grasshopper after that error. Closer right up onto the back of Hodgie into turn one though. These guys also not too far from Mawson as well, so. And it does actually, if you look at the track map on the top right hand corner, it does actually look like Ice and Krisnev are starting to catch up to Gabby now as well, so maybe we are going to see a three-way fight for first place. Coming up to the mid stages of this race. Obviously the medium's not taking as much of a pounding as the softs were at this point. Be interesting to see if anybody's running the softs in this race, to be fair. Oh, is Grasshopper looking like he was going to go for that bold move around the outside again? He's thought better of it though. He's stuck it back in behind Naked Racer, and he's going to continue following using the slip advantage. Go on board with Grasshopper for a minute. He's having a two-way battle here though. He's trying to get past Racer, but he's got Boosted all over his back end. Boosted actually pulling out alongside him. He's going to get the move done. He was looking up the inside. Oh, and it does. Oh, it looks like Grasshopper's gone off. It did look like Boosted. He managed to get that move done. Somebody's turned around there. It looks like it was Hodgie. I'm not sure. Naked Racer stopped, so maybe there was contact between him and Hodgie. Meanwhile, Boy Boosted has moved up to 5th position. And he's firmly got Molson in his sights. Molson's going to have to get his head down and get his butt moving if he doesn't want to lose that 4th place. Tony's moved up to 6th. Dan Bailey not far behind him. Oh, as Tony actually goes slightly off the track, and he's regained it though. He's still going, so all is not lost. Still currently in 6th position. A little bit of that sideways porpoising present there. Oh, not sure what happened there. Perhaps Tony's are his pedals playing up, or perhaps the car's got a few mechanical issues at the moment. He's having a fight through them. He's currently in 6th position, and he's closing up to the back of Boosted, who it looks like he's made an error into turn 1 and lost some of that momentum he had. He's lost that gap to Molson as well now. Molson's actually pulled away, so Dan Bailey 7th. Dan Bailey firmly chasing Tony down. Nice to see Dan Bailey back doing the racing again. Obviously he's got a work commitment, so he comes and goes. Oh, it's Boy Boosted. He's had another huge moment and he's off. So Boy Boosted was in 5th. He's dropped down to 8th. Tony has moved up to 5th position. Dan Bailey has moved up to 6th position. Kev is in 7th. Boy Boosted actually losing another position there to Palmer, and Grasshopper. So I think he's dropped down to 10th. Palmer. He's got Grasshopper right in his toe though, who's also bringing Boy Boosted with him, so Boosted actually looking for a move there, not quite close enough to get it done. Oh, as Kev's gone off into turn 1, so these guys managing to get through. Bold move there from Grasshopper. Forcing his way up the inside, managing to get it done. Looking rather aggressive tonight is Grasshopper. Boy Boosted as well. Looking quite strong in the first race though with Boy Boosted. Maybe he's just he's pushing it a little bit too much in this race, perhaps on the mediums. I think most of the guys actually opt in for the mediums in this race. And yeah, he is. Yeah, he's on the mediums, so Kev dropping down to 10th place. It's unlucky, Kev. Skullsport's moved up to 11th. So not bad going here from Skullsport. He's a little way off the rest of the pack though, so hopefully he'll manage to catch up to him, or if not, if he finishes here, it'll be a good result for him. I think he finished last in the first race, but don't quote me on that, I didn't get to see it. The Naked Racer is here in 12th. So Naked Racer, after having a blinding first race, he's looking like he's a little bit on the back foot on the medium, so perhaps he's not as comfortable as he was on the softs. Be interesting to see what compound he uses for the final race. I'm sure he'll be back on the softs. Hodgie is down in 13th. Quite a bit of a gap now between him and Naked Racer. So we are now on the final lap, or at least Totem's on the final lap, so I think some guys are possibly not going to get to finish. And yeah, we got Kev finishing in 10th place, we've got Skullsport is going to finish in 11th, Naked Racer is 12th, Hodgie is 13th, and here is your race leader. He's done it again. 2 out of 2 for Totem. Brilliant driving again there from Totem. Well done, mate. It's another one to add to your bag. Krisnerv second. Ice Chand, great race from Ice, finishing in 3rd. Molson. Molson's a little struggled evening, isn't he? And he's managed to bring home a 4th place, so he'll be happy with that. Tony finishing in the top 5. Go on, Tony. Dan Bailey making it home in 6th. Grasshopper 7th, Palmer 8th, Boy Boosted 9th, and as I say, Kev was 10th, Skullsport 11th, Naked Racer 12th, and Hodgie 13th. Well, that was race 2, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll be back with the next one. I've been your boy Vexed. Good night.